Hello and good day. Hope every trader is doing fine. Last week we have seen some volatility, mainly in gold. Today we will try to analyze Euro USD pair and see what is happening and what can happen. It's a simple thing that we try to estimate and assume based on technical and fundamental analysis. Initially, we'll do the technical analysis, then we will look into the fundamentals. As you can see, we are in monthly time frame. So considering that, if we check it, it is very clear that it was ranging for a particular time, and it broke down here, but later it again entered into the thing within the range. Now question, what can happen next week, as we are doing the analysis on 29th of October. Excuse me. So if we measure it, we can see that it was initially a downtrend, then it tried to take the uptrend for the last 14-15 months. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 months, and within next 48 hours we'll get the candlestick for the October. Sorry for the interruption. Now if we see here properly that it was in downtrend and how much it retraced back. I think I made the mistake here. To see the retracement, we can see that it has retraced back to 61.8%. Then it is coming towards, it crossed the 50%. Now it is coming towards the 30% mark. So this is one vital thing, that we are heading towards the 30%. Any trade we take, the chances, the probability is 50-50. So here we try to see that if we increase the probability in the favor of our trade, either it is buy or sell. So if we enlarge it, we can see that it was in a range, and there is no particular mark here why it is retraced from here. I beg your pardon. It made a double bottom for this candlestick here. You can see it. This was the reason the double bottom has been formed in monthly time frame, and that pushed the price now to this level. Again it is coming down, so we are going to investigate why it is coming down for the last 3 months, including the coming 48 hours. This is the major thing, and how we can encapsulate that data and transform into information to take a better decision in favor of our trade. So this was the reason, this red candlestick was the reason it has been retraced from here, and the trend has changed from downtrend to uptrend. But now question is, why here it failed to move upward, and the reason for that, if we investigate now, we can see that very simple and easy. This was the guy in the blue candlestick, this one, which forced the market towards the backward, I mean to the downward. So as I say always that any candlestick which is opposite in color of a trend is very powerful. So we can see this is a downtrend here, and this is a green candle, and it is very powerful. Whenever the price comes here, it will react. Now if we come down to this, the current month, concentrate on the current month candlestick, it is not clear right now from this time frame why it is, what is resisting it right now. So we are going to investigate that, what is resisting this in current month, that it is not either going upward or downward. So let's, in a top-down analysis, we moves from monthly to weekly to daily, and daily to 4 hours. We don't go less than 4 hours. So if we see that now, this is the area of concentration right now. Of course, we will consider whole structure, but we can make a clear decision that the market was coming down, then it took a move going to upward, and the price has rejected here very much, and it is coming down again. So whether it will hold here or it will move, let's say it will move upward or it will move downward, and what is the probability of that, we would like to see. Let's move on the weekly. So in weekly we can see here that the price was stopped here. If you can, let's move to month. I beg your pardon, I should have marked this thing earlier so it could have been easily identified. Let's mark it. Why price has stopped here and take a downward trend, and why the price has stopped here and it took a downward trend. We would like to investigate this, especially these two things. So let's move to weekly. So here is the place where it took the downward, and in month we have seen this candle, but this one is our main area of concentration, the current position. So in current position, in monthly, we don't see anything here on the right side, on the left side, that something influenced it here monthly. There is nothing very clear, though we can see a tweak here. But if we go to weekly, we can see it better, I think so. So in week, there are two things we need to take into consideration. Number one, we can see we have a opposite color candle here, and it is very important for us to analyze. And also we have another opposite color candle here, which has, if you can see that, which has resisted such a big outbreak and keep it there for entire week. So if you see here these two, first we can mark here in week that if we take this one, and it shows clearly that this was the first thing which resisted the price here. And also at the same time, if we consider, let me change the colors so we can identify everything very clearly. Second thing, we can see this candlestick when the price broke beyond this week. I mean this shadow of this red candlestick, this one. Even then the price couldn't broke down beyond this level for the reason of this candlestick. It played actually the major part now, because it was the candlestick where the price came and reacted, if you can see, very badly. It didn't allow the price to go down. And considering this green candle, if we see the red one, even it tries to if it tried to break down, but it failed. Then we have the buyer's market for the week. But again, these candlesticks, the latest week, we have seen that it has a price rejection also from the top. And this price rejection is not explained anywhere from here, though we can see that there is a shadow here on this candlestick. We can consider this, but to consider any double top or double bottom, we must have a red green or green red. Any single color candlestick cannot be a resistance. To form a resistance or a support, it has to have a green red for support, and for resistance it has to be red and green, something like this. So if we go to day now, just to visualize this box, we need it, so let's keep it in day and hour. Okay, so why it has been resisted here? And here I want to give you a very good thing to keep in mind. Whenever a price is being rejected from getting down, breaking downward, and creates a tweak, I personally mark it. And the same thing happened in this week, so I personally mark it here too. And I always monitor this range, and these are the two pivot point or price level where the market will change its direction. If it breaks, the top one is broken, then there is every chance that it will move like this. And if the bottom one is broken, I am talking about this one, is broken, then the price may move like this. So this is the so far up to week, this is a very vital zone. Please always keep that in mind. So this double bottom was created by this guy, that is very clear. Now, why it has been rejected from here? We don't see here any resistance, because for resistance to form, it must be red and green. There must be two candles. To create a support, we need a green and red. So let's, as it is not in week and it is not in month, because it is in the month, it is the previous month candlestick middle, which is a body, and we cannot, and there is no scope of a red and green here, so we need to go further down. Let's move to day. In day time frame, if we analyze now, let's put it properly. In day time frame, we can analyze now and see that these are the two things which has created this price to be resisted here. So the price was coming down with a very strong trend downward here, and these two, I beg your pardon, these two things, this two candle has resisted it here and try to push the price up to this level. So if we take into consideration this candle, especially the red one, we can see why price has been rejected from here. And now at the same time, why price is being rejected here once, twice, for 2 consecutive days, if you can see. So here is the thing for which the price has been rejected for this week. I beg your pardon, that is not the right place to draw it. This is the plus, the green one, but it is not exactly matching the same. We can see that price didn't come up to here. Then why it is rejected? So can we check in week? In week it doesn't show us anything. In month there is no question it will give us any insight at all. So we will go from here, that why price is rejected from here. Let's do it in 4 hours. If I go to 4 hours, let's mark it properly where we are concentrating, so we can find it easily in 4 hours. In day there is no explanation, so let's go to 4 hours. In 4 hours we can see this is the thing where it is facing a very good resistance right now, that the current price has been rejected and it moved upward, and in upward we can see there is a green zone and the red candle, and it is rejected here very clearly. So here if we draw the line, I mean the box, we can see that this is the thing happening here, and the price is reacting here. So keep that in mind. These are the places where price is getting rejected, and here in 4 hours we can see there something like this. And it is also, to be honest with you, in 4 hours it is not defining properly, not in day also. Day we cannot see any proper indication. To learn this thing, let's go to 1 hour. Then you will understand what is going on exactly here, exactly the current place. 1 hour. So this is the 1 hour top, and you see there, this is the resistance for which this top has been created. Exactly, if we mark it, we can see it very clearly. It has been created from 1 hour. So the way I am showing it now, any place from where the price get rejected makes a double top, or on the downside if it is rejected and creates a double bottom, there is a very good underlying reason that it has been created for that, and that is what I try to visualize here. Now question is, as I am not a day trader, intraday trader, who mainly the scalpers does so, I am a swing trader, so I don't consider taking any trade based on 1 hour, but I do analyze. I try to learn what is going on. If there anything that I get the data and transform it into information to interpret, if I take a trade, what is the probability I can maximize in favor of my trade. Now you can see that in 1 hour actually it has created a double top, and if we see the double top here, as this double top is not available in 4 hours, as this double top is not available, I mean this zone is not available in day, you see in day there is nothing. We can match in week, no question about it. So in 1 hour is the thing which has created this thing. So if we measure how much it has already performed, we can see that it has already performed 50%. It has achieved. It made a double top, it reached the 50%. Now question is what we should do. Should we take a buy or should we take a sell, or all we need to take decision in a way so that it works in our favor. Going back to 4 hours now, we can see I have already mentioned it very clearly that we have a zone here. I mentioned that very clearly. This zone is very, very strong because we can see in this zone, let me remove this. In this zone, the price is getting a rejection of, if we measure it correctly, the price is rejected by almost 100 pips. And at the same time, if we measure this from here also, we can see it is rejected by 117 pips. So considering the day, if we take that, by the way, in week I would like to show you something, that the whole market has been left with a very big fair value gap here. If you see this zone, up to this has been taken care of, but this one and also this one, this big guy in week, it has not been addressed. And any fair value gap, it must be mitigated now or later. On the top side, if we see that we have been left with a lot of fair value gap. Here there is a fair value gap. Here we can see a little. Here it has been mitigated already. Price went to this and mitigated all this. But in weekly, here there is a big fair value gap which has been left, is still not been addressed. So this fair value gap works like a magnet to draw the price down here, because market doesn't allows imperfection. Market never or does not allow imperfection. So we have to keep this in mind. So going today, we have this zone now. Let me get rid of some of the thing so we can understand. And here, if you can see that, if we consider the weekly thing, we can see that here the price is getting resisted very much. So let's mark it properly. Here is a place where price can be rejected very badly. This is just the zone we need to take care of. And let's go to day now. In day time frame, these are the places we must consider. So let's remove this day double bottom. This is the 4 hours double bottom, and this is the daily double top. So daily double top has already done its job. It came and it did, if you can see, it has covered its 50% already, and more than 50%, if you can say. And if we go to week, we can see exactly where we are standing now. It is more than 50%. So what we should do now? In 4 hours, we can see the price went to this in 1 hour, and it has been rejected and give us this what you can, we can say that as per the candlestick it is dark cloud cover. This dark cloud cover, this dark cloud cover in day in 4 hours is giving us a sense that price can, and here the price has came here once, twice, thrice, 4 times. Maybe if it comes here, then it will break down. So the best option is to wait for this. Let's go to day 4 hours. If the price breaks down here, then it will get into this zone and it will retest here. If the retest fails, then we have a trade. We need to go for sell. And if the price is rejected here and it starts ascending, then it will come here and it will retest again. And if the retest fails here, then it will go up. Retest means very simple and easy. Let me give you an idea. Retest means it will come here with a green. It will come here with a green, solid green. Let's put it solid green. And then maybe it will again try to break down with a solid red. I beg your pardon. This will come with a green, then it will come down, and if we see that a candlestick has been taken, grown like this here with a very good green, and if the price retest again here above this line, retest here again, and if it fails, this retest fail to break this one, we can take the trade here. This will be a buy trade. And contrary, the same thing, if we bring it down here, something like this, but it should be red now. And at the same time, we have to copy this. I beg your pardon. Now, if we bring it here, it will form a red. So let's make it red, and then we get a green here, and the green, this green must be less than the red, and then we have a breakdown red here, then we can take the sell. Before that, it is a cloudy zone where we have seen in a week that both the price has been rejected from the top and the bottom at the same time. So if we keep these things in mind, I think we can make some profit here. And for all the traders, what I am trying to show you right now is completely a technical analysis, and this is a disclaimer I would like to put as a caution for all traders. Any trade taken based on this analysis is completely your derogative. We, in any way, we don't bear any relation with your loss and profit. Now coming back to the fundamentals, I have to mention next week is very vital, and the vital is for two reasons. One is for Japanese yen, which is not applicable here, but there is a big decision for we can say for second is it 2nd November? No, I think it is 4th November. The US interest rate declaration. Either it will go, let's take the chart here. If you can see there on, where is the guy? Here, you can see on next Thursday, federal fund rate should be declared. So if this rate goes high, we'll see a downside effect if the rate goes high, and if the rate remains same, if the rate remains same here, federal fund rate, then even there will be an impact, and I think if the rate remains same, then the euro will gain some edge over the dollar, because for the fundamental analysis, the Palestine and Israel war is creating huge impact. If you can see that people don't like uncertainty, and if you can see that, that is remarkably, you can see here in gold, just in few weeks where it has reached from 1832 to 2006. At the same time, a lot of shelter has been taken in the dollar and gold for this uncertainty, and if we consider that, then yes, the US federal fund rate and any escalation of war will create a negative impact on Europe, as people will take shelter in gold and US dollar. However, it is my way of thinking that too much shelter has been taken in US dollar, because you can see that it is the euro is coming down like anything, and it is more than 11 weeks. If you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks, it is coming down, and it tried to build a area where it doesn't want to go. So next week, you can see this price level. If the price goes beyond 1.0697 or 1.07, we can go for a buy, and if it goes beyond 1.2069, it is 1.270, whatever you think, I think we can go for a sell. Happy trading, best of luck. If you like my videos, please do make some comments so I can learn from you traders, and at the same time I would like to put more shared knowledge of yours in my videos. Have a good day.